Special shout out to Maya the cat here for breaking my ring light. I have a backup, but it's not as good. I have to buy another one. But I really want to do this today because I have not been in a good place. And today suddenly I have, my goodness, your tail, lady. Today suddenly I have some creative energy to work with. So bear with me. I know it's not perfect, but this is going to be my galaxy painting tutorial. And I always use tulip craft paint. It's for canvas because it's water-based, non-toxic, and so it's great for kids, great for animals, and I like the way it absorbs onto the fabric because that's what it's made to do. So this one is purple. This is actually grape, but I don't believe they make it anymore, unfortunately, so you could use purple if you need. This is called azalea. You could also call it magenta. That is part of my formula. Turquoise, always. That's part of my formula. This one's called royal blue. I don't understand why. It does not look like royal blue to me, but that is part of my formula. That lightish blue, not quite turquoise, not quite dark blue, which is part of my formula. But this one is called navy blue. Way to be cryptic, tulip. And also, of course, black. And off I go. Painting my canvas black. Look at me go. The speed, the grace. I'm also painting the sides because my future self will thank me. Because I hate when I hang up a piece and I'm like, oh man, I forgot to paint the sides. So I painted them. They don't have to be perfect, just so there's some color on it. Alrighty, so I got a paper towel and some dark blue paint, and I'm just gonna kind of dab it on with my paint. Wherever you want to put your blue, it doesn't matter. I'm just putting it random dabs, random places. Holding it up a little so you can see. Just wherever I feel like there should be blue. So you see how I'm starting to build up the brighter colors now that the paint, the black is drying. That's what I'm doing. I'm building up the brighter colors against the darker colors. And I'm mixing it as I go along just by dabbing my brush just like this. So by the way, once you're close to another color, like purple is really close to this turquoise blue now. So what I want to do is I want to take the turquoise blue and dab that on top to mix it, to make it a brighter spot in the galaxy. Because otherwise it's all gonna be mud. So in the galaxy, I just do this little dabby part because it looks like a bunch of clouds, kind of like an atmosphere in space. I find galaxy to be very soothing, very therapeutic, because for one thing, it's just a background, and you can make it up as you go along. That's what I like most about it. I'm gonna use this lighter blue just to give it some love, to go with the darker blue. So when I never know what to paint, I usually start with galaxy. I can always paint anything I want to on top of galaxy. That's the beauty of galaxy. But it gives you a nice background to start with, and then you can put, like, I don't know, moon phases or cats in space or whatever you like, whatever strikes your fancy. Let me know what you think I should put on this background. I was considering moon phases, but I will definitely listen to the public. Let me know in the comments what you think I should put on this space background. Little clouds, and I am going to start with pink now. I don't want to get too much into here or here without starting pink, because pink is going to be part of the mixing process, and then I can go back in and mix everything up. So just a moment. All right, here you can see I started adding pink. Pink is one of the bolder colors in my galaxy pattern. I'm also going to use turquoise, and my mixing process is mostly just layering. Me dabbing, and it's a process, just one big long process. So another little trick I do is sometimes I dab it with my finger to mix it in. Sometimes this ruins the consistency of like the clouds, but a lot of times it really doesn't. It makes it mix better. So I just do that. I only do this after I've already mixed it to an entire background, you know? It's just like a little pop of color someplace where I didn't think I could do it with my brush. So I'm doing it again with pink. And I'm wiping my finger off in between coats. And then I'm going to do it again with turquoise. I think pink and turquoise are probably the starkest, most bold colors in this galaxy. All right, that one I think is a little bit too round, so I am gonna go back in with dark blue. And I'm gonna dab it with my finger instead of the brush. All right. Yeah, just keep building on it until you're happy with it. And I'm gonna have to come back to you after this dries and add the stars. And we are back. Nice dry canvas. So I can start my stars. All you really need is a paintbrush with a point. It doesn't really matter if it's brand new or not. I just think it's easier to work with new ones. I also usually tend to use the end of the paintbrush for larger stars, but here we go. And there's really no rhyme or reason to stars, just dab it on. I try not to put a cluster of too many in one area, but then sometimes I do. It all depends on your mood. If you want to use the back of the brush for stars, just make sure you alternate pressure. That way you get different size stars in different places. That it is her dinner time, so I'm going to hurry up with this tutorial. The last thing I'm going to teach you how to do is how to make the twinkly stars. So I start from the middle of one of the bigger stars, and I usually try to use the ones that are closest to the darker parts of the galaxy. From the middle of one of the bigger spots, and I just go out with a straight line. And you want it to try and like be a point, like a triangle, if possible. So that's why I don't do like a cross, like already. I do I just do a straight line, one at a time. One at a time. It's okay if they're not even, it's fine. And I'm gonna do that again with a couple more spaces. This looks like a nice juicy one. Like I said, one line at a time to make the big sparkly twinkling stars. Do one here. I'm gonna do 5 twinkly stars. I have a big thing about odd numbers on canvases in terms of because it makes the eye go around more, at least that's how I was trained, that's my opinion. Let's say we put it right here. Or maybe this one's better. Oof, I would love to do it on that one, but that's okay. Actually, I still could. How many stars you want? I would say at least 5 for this canvas, but I'm gonna do 7 just because that star was glowing really brightly and I felt like it just was begging me to make it twinkle. It doesn't matter. Stars do what stars want. That's how stars are, just like cats. Why don't I do one? I guess I'll do it right here. See, I don't like the way I did that at all, but what you can do is go back and then just like quote unquote erase it by I paint one line here, a square or a diamond to make it look like a twinkling star rather than a cross in the middle of nowhere. I hope you guys learned a lot from this tutorial. Let me know if you'd like to see more. I do have a formula or like a way of doing Galaxy on my iPad. It's a little bit different than paint. If you'd like to see more tutorials, please let me know in the comments. And I'd love it if you would like and subscribe for future videos. I'm trying to start a YouTube for a long time. So this is me reaching one of my goals this year. I also wanted to see a capybara, and I did that this year too. So, you know, I am sitting here and I'm meeting goals. I am seeing capybaras and I'm starting YouTube channels. That's how it works right now. Stars and making glow in the dark. You can add constellations. You can do all kinds of things with the galaxy. This is a background. Like I mentioned before, let me know in the comments what you would like me to do in the foreground. I was thinking about maybe moon phases, but I could also put animals in space. I could put a goldfish in space if you want. I've never done that before. I've put many animals in space digitally. I sell those stickers on my Etsy shop if you're ever interested. But all kinds of stuff can go in space for all I care. And then like I look at it and I'm like, okay, there's a lot of twinkly stars, so I'm gonna go back and add some regular stars just to fill up some of the holes in the space. In space, no one can hear you scream for more stars, so you have to put them in there yourselves. That is my Galaxy design. Official Galaxy design pair of shoes. I put glitter on these and glow in the dark paint. This is my pastel Galaxy design shoe, a red Galaxy design. So it's like a reddish orange, and these also glow in the dark. Here's the constellations with tons of glitter. Those constellations glow in the dark. Purplish, pinkish Star Wars. There's one when I did Galaxy and I did Star Wars on the foreground. Y'all watched my video where she was not into the paint. Look at her just sniffing my paint, getting her nose all up in there. Good job. Thanks for tolerating my cat. She tolerates the fact that I haven't fed her on time, so that's you know, it's only fair. And Please like and subscribe. Thank you so much for joining, and I will see you for the next video. Bye-bye.